I'm just an Italian girl from New York.
Hey everybody, this is your Cardio Essentials workout. In terms of equipment today, you're just gonna need one medium weight. I would say something around 20 pounds will be perfect, and you can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I'm gonna be showing both options. We do have a warm up, so let's get it started kneeling down on the mat. So we're gonna come into a half kneeling position, right leg front, left leg back. Arms are gonna come out in front. Make sure those hips are tucked under. Right arm takes a big rainbow all the way up as we twist to face the back, and we come back to the front. As we're going through this, we wanna make sure that front leg doesn't start to bow out to the side. So you really wanna think of pinching the inner thighs together to keep that lower body stability. You've got 2 more here. Make sure you get that bicep all the way up by the ear and really resist leaning into the low back. As you come around, you wanna think of twisting from the rib cage. Good, after that last one, we're gonna slide this foot in a little bit tighter, just driving the knee forward and back, warming up that nice ankle mobility. Make sure the heel stays down. We got 3 more. Good, 2. Last one here, and then we're gonna go to the other side. Very nice, so switch the legs. Left leg front, right leg back, tuck the toes, tuck the hips. Left arm move in, so left arm all the way up and around, big twist. And back to the front. We got 4 more here. Finish out this last one. And we'll come right into those ankle rocks. So bring the foot a little bit closer, knee over the toe, and front. Make sure you take a second at that bottom position, really finding that nice stretch, just getting a little more range of motion through that dorsiflexion. We do have some squats today, so we wanna make sure we're ready for those. Good, find your last one. Beautiful, and we're gonna stand it on up, get off the knees, come into a swimmer. So, hands are gonna be behind the head. As we're here, we wanna start with those arms pressed out into our external rotation. We're gonna slowly, with tension, bring the arms into a Y position. Once you hit that full Y, flip the palms to the back. We're gonna reach back as far as we can, try not to arch the spine, and then we stack on the small of the back. We're gonna lift off, flip the palms when you need to. We cut up into that Y position, keeping the external rotation as the hands come behind the head. We got 2 more, so find your Y. Flip the palms, or reach it back. Good, trying to reach the wall behind you, and then we stack on the small of the back. We lift, flip when you need to, all the way up, stack those hands behind the head. Give me 1 more. Very nice. Once you're done that last one, finish it out. We're gonna come right into some deep squat mobility. So feet are underneath the shoulders, slight turn out in the toes. We're gonna reach down for the toes. Once you're there, pull your hips down into your deep squat. We lift the hips and stand it up. 4 more like that. Goal here is to lift the chest at the bottom as much as you can while keeping the heels down. If it's more comfortable for you to elevate the heels, you're more than welcome to. We got 2 more. Good. Let's hold this last one down. Just take a few shifts around in our hips. Good. Trying to drive the knees out using the elbows, sinking a little bit deeper. You can always take a rock side to side, stretching out your feet, twisting through the torso. And when you're ready, we'll stand it on up. 1 final piece of our warm-up. We are gonna see some reverse lunges today, so we just wanna make sure our legs are fired for that unilateral work. We're gonna go for 5 reverse lunges. On our 5th one, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna lift that front heel and hold for 15 seconds, okay? So make sure my timer's ready for us. Let's do the right leg moving first. So right leg moves, we step it back. Option to kiss that knee to the ground if you have the mobility for it. Otherwise, just give me a nice hover. 3 more. 2. Last one, we hold it down, lift the front heel, dig into that big toe. 15 seconds here. Good, keep the hips tucked, chest is lifted. You got 10 seconds left. Very nice, think of digging into that big toe and that left glute. We got 3, 2, 1, stand it up. Good job, right to the other side. So left leg moving, we step it back, bring it together. 4 more. Inhale back, exhale to come forward. 3. Good, 2. Last one, we hold this guy back, lift the front heel. I want you to really resist rocking out to the side of the ankle. So keep digging into the big toe. Sink into that right glute. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand it up. All right, y'all, that is your warm-up. If you need anything else, take a sec to it now. Otherwise, let's hop into the bulk of it and we'll talk about the structure of today's cardio workout. All right, the name of the game today is high volume. So we're gonna be doing a ton of reps of 4 different exercises, and we're gonna be performing this ladder style. So what that means is that we're gonna start with 5 reps. Next round, we're gonna go to 4, 3, 2, 1, then we're gonna climb back up the ladder, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So that's gonna be the bulk of our workout today. So let me show you with a dumbbell first, because that's what most of us are probably gonna be using. If you're a little more advanced and you have some of these basic kettlebell skills, I will show you that option too. We're gonna start with 5 cleans. So with our clean, we're gonna hit a neutral grip. That weight is hovering off the ground, loading the hips back. We're gonna drive the elbow back and punch the shoulder. Now this is an explosive power movement, so you wanna use the legs, bring it up, back down, up, back down. So we're gonna start with 5 of those. After you hit 5 of those, you're gonna switch your stance to your squat. We're gonna go for 5 thrusters, making sure you get that full overhead extension every time. Then we're gonna come into 5 push presses. Narrow your stance even more. Push press, re-rack, push press, re-rack. Finally, we're gonna go for 5 reverse lunges. So we have it in the right hand. We're gonna do the right leg back. Reverse lunge, up, reverse lunge, up. Then we're gonna go directly to the other side, okay? If you're using a kettlebell, the only big difference here is gonna be the clean. We're gonna do a dead clean, so that means it starts from the floor. And we just have a little bit more mechanics in terms of that bell gliding around the wrist. So if you don't already have a kettlebell clean, I'm gonna say stick with the dumbbell clean instead today, okay? So we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up the ladder, or sorry, down the ladder, back up. We're gonna do both sides together, and then we'll take a 30-second rest. The rest time is not very much. I would recommend having a few things nearby. Somewhere to sit down, so you can catch your breath, a sip of water, I already have mine here, and a towel if you are in a sweaty environment, okay? So let's go for round number 1. We're doing this all together. Let's start with the right arm. We're gonna go for 5 cleans. I'm gonna show dumbbell first, okay? So find that hinge position. 5 cleans. We power it up and down. Elbow back punch, elbow back down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 and down. Last one, hold it here. Find your squat stance. So we go for 5 thrusters. Down, connected, punch. Back to the shoulder. Finish that landing before you start your next rep. So I want you nice and secure with that weight on the shoulder. 2 more. Last one. Good, rack it on the shoulder. Narrow your stance, 5 push presses. Prep, punch, bring it down. Little dip, punch, bring it down. 3 more. Last one, hold it on your shoulder. 5 reverse lunges, right leg back. Inhale back. Once you hit your 5, we're gonna bring the weight down, switch right to the left side. Here we go. No rest. Bring it up and down. 3 more. Hold it here. Find your squat stance, 5 thrusters. Go. Now last one. Hold it on that shoulder. 5 push presses, let's go. Get your head through the window, under that weight. 2 more. Finish out your last one. Very nice, reverse lunge, left leg back. Woo! When you're done, ditch your weight, 30 seconds on the clock. Really nice work, everybody. Okay, take your recovery pose, sip of water if you need it. So, a lot of what this is gonna be is energy management, okay? That's why I said, have your water, have your seat nearby. We wanna take this full recovery as much as possible before we go back for 4s, okay? Not until we hit 2 is this gonna feel kind of like we've hit a little bit of a recovery, okay? So we're really gonna milk those rests when we get to it. We got just about 5 seconds. I'm gonna show dumbbell this time, or sorry, kettlebell this time. Here we go. We got 4s, 4 cleans, let's do it. So we pop it up, 1, again, 2, 2 more. Once you're here, 4, 4 thrusters. Use those legs to get that weight up. We got a lot of overhead movement today, so I want you to use the legs to get through it. 4 push presses, narrow your stance. 4 reverse lunges, right leg back. Once you're done, bring it to the floor, right to the left side. 4 cleans, let's go. Hold it here. 4 thrusters. Good, 4 push presses. Narrow your stance even more. Very nice, 4 reverse lunges. Left leg back. Whew. Once you're done, bring it to the floor. 30 seconds on the clock. Good work, recover. So, we're going down to 3s. You would think that 3 would be like a nice break. It's not. It's gonna feel just as hard, okay? Just know that going in. That's all you need to know. I've done this format before. I know. I'm sharing my words of advice. If you are in the 4-week essentials program, and this is not your first week with it, you also know it's not gonna feel like a recovery round, okay? So we got just about 5 seconds. I'm gonna switch back to a dumbbell. I'll just keep alternating. I don't know. Let's go for it. 3s. Find those cleans. Use the hips, up and down. Again, elbow back, punch the shoulder. 1 more, we hold it up here. Find your 3 thrusters. 3 push presses, narrow your stance. Little dip punch. Very nice. From here, 3 reverse lunges, right leg back. Nice. Bring it down, right to the left side. We clean, back punch, back down. 2 more. Very nice. Bring it on the shoulder. Thrusters, 3. Good. From here, we got 3 push presses. 1. Good. 2. Last one. Give me that reverse lunge, left leg back. 3 here. Woo. Bring it to the floor. Breathe. All right. That was the biggest hurdle so far. You're gonna have another at the end, don't worry. So now we're gonna go 2s. It's gonna fly by a little faster, which means less work, a little more recovery. Same amount of recovery, but it's gonna feel, you know, the ratio of it. It's gonna feel like you get a little bit more. So we got 15 seconds left. I'll go back to kettlebell. Why not? Just keep switching back and forth. That'll be a fun way to progress this for me. All right, less than 10. Let's get our weights set up. We got 2s. It's gonna fly. 2 cleans, right arm. Let's go for it. Good. Hold this next one up. 2 thrusters. Get your stance set up. Narrow the stance. 2 push presses. 2 reverse lunges, right leg. Good. Right to the other side. 2 cleans. 2 thrusters. 2 push presses, narrow that stance. Left leg back, 2 lunges. Bring it down, take your 30. Nice work, everybody. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock. So let's talk about our singles. This is the round. We only do this once, but this is the round we need to think, okay? Because everything goes right into the other. So we clean, adjust our stance. Thruster, adjust our stance. Push press, adjust your stance. Reverse lunge, switch sides, okay? So take your time getting from one to the other just to make sure that your positioning is really set up strong, okay? Let's do it. We start with that right arm. Give me a clean. Good. Adjust your stance. Give me a thruster. Narrow your stance. Give me a push press. Right leg back. Give me a lunge. Very nice. Bring it to the floor. Left side. Give me a clean. Adjust your stance. Give me a thruster. Narrow that stance. Give me a push press. Good. Left leg back. Reverse lunge. Woo. Breezy. Amazing. Let's take 30 here. Okay. So we're about halfway through. Now we climb back up. So our intensity went from here down. Now it's gonna go back up and it's gonna feel worse. Sorry, just letting you know, because we're fatigued, okay? So next round is 2s. Use your breath, pace yourself. And as you're going through this, you know, again, this is part of the 4-week essentials program. Maybe the reps aren't working for you. You need to keep it a little more constant from here on out, 2 or 3 reps of everything. Totally fine. This is a goal to work toward, okay? I'd rather you work on your form, take the reps down, than sacrifice it. Let's go for 2s. 2 cleans. Good. 2 thrusters. Very nice. 2 push presses. 2 reverse lunges, right leg back. Right to the left side. Drop the weight down. 2 cleans. Get that elbow back. 2 thrusters. 2 push presses. Narrow that stance. Dip punch. Good. 2 reverse lunges. Left leg. Ditch the weight. Take 30. Woo. Good work. All right. Still pretty breezy. I'm gonna take my first sip of water. Can't believe I made it that long. And now we're going into 3s. So 3 more rounds, but again, this is gonna be a mental game. Know that the intensity is coming back up, okay? I'm gonna go back to my kettlebell. Why not? It's also heavier, which is why I keep avoiding it. That was just poor planning on my part. Grabbing something that's a little too heavy for this workout. 25 feels a little crazy, but here we are. Let's go. Right side, we're going 3 cleans. Start it up. Elbow back punch. And down. Hold it up. Thrusters, 3. Good. Narrow your stance, 3 push presses. 3 reverse lunges, right leg. Bring it down, left side, right into it. Three thrusters, let's go. Very nice, 3 push presses. Left leg back, 3 lunges. Bring it down, 30 seconds, whew. All right, intensity's climbing back up, for sure. Take your 30. We got 4s, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring your elbows, whether you're seated or standing, on your knees. It's gonna help lower your heart rate a little bit faster. 15 more seconds of rest. So, if you need to, you can always start to drop the weight here, right? If you're like me, you chose the 25 and you're like, girl, what were you thinking? Drop the weight. Again, this is progressive in a way where you can continue to challenge yourself as you go, okay? Here we go. 4s, give me those cleans. Last one. Give me your thrusters, 4 here. Very nice. Narrow your stance, 4 push presses. Right leg back, 4 lunges.
Can you handle it? Can you handle it?
And we switch to the left. Woo! Let's do it. 4 cleans.
Can you handle it? You wanna video me? Can you handle it? You like what you see?
4 thrusters, let's go.
Can you handle it? You like what you see? Can you handle it? You wanna video me?
Narrow your stance, 4 push presses, dip punch. 4 reverse lunges, left leg, let's do it. Whew, bring it down. All right, final 30 seconds of rest here, and then we're going into our final push before our finisher, okay? So we have, oh, I got schmutz all over my knees. We have 5s. We're back where we started. It's gonna feel different. We'll put it at that. Again, check in. The most important thing here is form. So if your weight that you're using is inhibiting quality form, drop the weight down. I would rather you work up into using your max weight rather than suffering through it with poor form. That being said, I keep alternating. I have to use my kettlebell now, right? I have to do it. Let's do it, everybody. So we got 5s. 5 cleans, right arm. Final push in this ladder. Let's do it.
It's like, I just love a cowboy, you know, I'm just like, I know it's bad, but I'm just
Hold
like,
it on the shoulder.
like,
5 thrusters, let's go.
And can you go a little faster?
Five push presses, narrow that stance. Dip punch, use the legs. Right leg back. 5 lunges. Whew. Bring it down. Catch your breath. Right to that left side. Let's go. Let's go. 5. Give me those thrusters. Last one. Narrow that stance. Push presses, let's go. Finish it out strong, left leg. Bring it down. Oh, I'm cooked. We're done with that. We have a finisher. Take a breath. All you're gonna need is your weight and access to the floor. I'll meet you there. All right, we've made it to our finisher. So we have 2 exercises, 3 times through. Let's talk about it. We're gonna start with the goblet hold. So your heavy weight, we're gonna bring it up to that goblet position, elbows locked in. All we're trying to do here is keep that neutral spine, so make sure we're not arching the back. If you're using a dumbbell, same thing. You're just gonna hold this guy bottoms up. From there, we're gonna take 20 seconds in that, 10 seconds to get to the floor. Mountain climbers, I know, no one's favorite, but we're going cardio. It's a lot of fun just to run it out. I know I have a sick version of fun. If you are not a fan of mountain climbers, hold your plank, okay? So we're really working the same thing here, resisting spinal movement with something either moving or holding in front of us. We do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds to transition to the next exercise, 3 times through. Let's get this bad boy going. Woo! So bring that weight up, 20 seconds, hold in 3, 2, and 1. So get the elbows locked in. Make sure we're crushing down on that imaginary can of Coke between the ribs and the pelvis. Soft unlock of the knees, and ideally, if you're using a kettlebell, you're looking through the bars, okay? The heavier the bell, the harder that is though. Just make sure we're not here. We don't want to be resting on the chest. 2, 1, bring it down. Get it out of the way. You got 10 seconds to transition, so take your time. We're going mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Blast off, let's go. You can always start these slow. Then you can start to run it out. Again, we're trying to resist this. So keep your core nice and tight by using your breath. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, 10 seconds. Find your weight. Round 2 of 3. Whew. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go, bring it up, 20 seconds here. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring her down, ditch your weight. We're down in that plank. You got 10 seconds to get here. It's down to 5. Whew. Shoulders are feeling it. Let's go, let's go. 20 seconds, run it out. If you need to take a quick down dog, a quick stretch, all good, but you get right back in. We're out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Whew. All right, last round. This is it. I got makeup running my eyes. It's all good. Cardio workout today. Let's go. 20 seconds. And bring it down. This is it. This is where we end it, y'all. We're gonna end with these mountain climbers. Whew. Just tell yourself it's 20 seconds. You knew anything for 20 seconds. Let's do it. Halfway through, let's go, let's go. 10. We're out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a child's pose. Oh my goodness. Whew. She said cardio. She gave cardio. My goodness. Let's find a seat. Ooh, nice crisscross. Let's just lower the heart rate by taking a little stretch side to side. Little twist. Oh, the loveliest little drop of sweat coming down my nose. Amazing. Whew. So again, y'all, this is part of the 4-week Essentials program, which is a beginner program with like a little level up from true beginner. So everything moves at a little faster pace, as you saw. This routine is repeated every single week at the end of it. And it is really just meant exactly as written. It's a little strength cardio work. So we're using a little lighter weight than we typically would if we were doing these for straight sets or with more of a strength goal. You will work on your strength here, but we're definitely not going to be able to lift as heavy as possible because our main focus is going to be cardio, short rest time, okay? Let's take one final breath. Bring those arms up. Big exhale, pull it down to heart center, take it with you for your day. Make a little noise. Amazing work today. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will see you all in the next one.